We are live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But if you want to hear the best bits, then head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the website, even now Amazon Music. Wherever you get your podcast from, you can hear the best bits of the show. We've got a great Wednesday coming up. Plus, we've got a live studio audience. Let's do it. Facilia. Or Pacilia, if you just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, Anon. I've done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, alright?
Are you going to get composted, Lee?
Yeah, it's midweek. I've got a cup of tea in hand. The studio audience is here. One more time. There it is again. Sounds like an owl. Do it again. Like an owl. And we are here. I can see people coming in from Facebook. We can see people coming from Twitter. People coming in from YouTube. No one from Twitch yet. Don't panic. Kizu Garden. Good evening. Great screaming audience, says Richard. Great screaming audience. Tonight, we've got a show where you sort of weave the way. No guests tonight. No cooking. Let me just say something. Right? Let me just say, Jane, if you're watching, right? Isn't it all right down here? Playing a game down here. Jane, if you're watching this, right? My studio stinks of vinegar. If you missed last night's tomato sauce off. Olive, just quickly shout, what do you think of the tomato sauce we made last night? It smelled?
Yes. And Daddy tried to make tomato sauce.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down here for last night's tomato sauce. Thumbs down in the studio for it smelling of vinegar. I've done everything. I've aired this studio tonight or today all day. It's had spray all over it. Still smells. It's still got that tinge, not a tinge even, stink of vinegar. Don't know how long that's going to last for, but don't worry. I'll make sure you know about it every single time I walk through here. Every single time. I can see everyone popping up. My sauce is tasty, says Rich. Not even the worms will eat it. That is true, actually. They actually won't. I loved the cooking. T and I talked over supper about making ketchup. He's well up for it. Yeah. I mean, it's a good idea. If you're not doing it in a studio, I think it's a great idea. Ian said his soup was great. How's the pan? How's the pan? The pan's gone. The pan has been put in the bin. It's in the bin. But what?
What are you saying?
Nothing. I'm not saying anything.
Pants are put in the bin.
Not the pants.
Oh.
The pants are put. Not the pants are not in the bin.
Ew, for they.
The pans.
You just said that.
The pans.
Oh, the pans.
Little studio audience here. What?
The pan.
The pans. I cooked something on some pans.
And you dropped them in the bin.
No. That didn't happen.
Yes.
I cleaned it up, put it away.
Yes.
That was a joke. All right. So, what? You're listening. So, a little studio audience tonight, just in the background. But I'm glad to hear Your soup was good, Ian. Right, the phone lines are open. 07423 574 520. A little bit of a plan of what I'm going to do later on, a little bit of what I'm going to chat about. But if you want to call in, if you want to chat about anything you've been up to in the garden, anything you've got planned in the garden, we had a great night cooking up some of the bits. You've maybe cooked up something in your garden. I've not seen many courgettes going about this year. Not as many. Usually we get a courgette glut. Not at this house. Not at this household. Maybe you've been cooking up courgettes. Usually we're finding about 1,000 ways to cook them up. But maybe you've been sowing some seed. Maybe you've just been cutting the grass. Or maybe you're just saying hallelujah for a little bit of rain. We've got a little bit of rain here, which is very much welcome. Very much welcome here in Essex. I don't know what it's like for you guys. Is Olive not going to show herself? Not tonight. Olive's not coming on tonight on the show. She's just started back, audience, isn't you, Olive?
Yeah.
There you go. I'll open box 8. Right. Jane says, great news. The school garden project starts with kids on Friday, and the welly boots have arrived. Possibly the best thing we've done through this podcast is get Lisa. Lisa's coming on the show tomorrow, which is very exciting. You right down there, mate? Lisa's coming on the show tomorrow, which is exciting for a good old chit chat. Hang on a second. I didn't realise this. It's just come. Jane, awesome stuff. Very excited that the school garden project starts on Friday. We're going to talk a little bit about that later on because the cogs have been turning about that sort of thing. Alex has just rocked in, right? It's my birthday today. No pressure. Olive, do you want to sing a happy birthday song in the background? Yeah. Great. Right, here we go. Here we go, Alex. I'll point the mic. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Alex.
Alex. Happy birthday, Alex.
There we go. Don't get better than that. We should get her on a cameo and charge £5 a time for that. Happy birthday, Alex. Welcome. Didn't know it was your birthday today, mate, but welcome. Sean saying happy birthday. A few happy birthdays coming in. My cat brought home a big lump of wood today. That's the only exciting thing to happen. Wow, slow news day over at Sean's house. Slow news day. Well, that was just perfect. Thanks. Alex says thanks, Olive.
Okay.
She said okay. Whatevs. So yeah, finally, the little bit of rain. I'll tell you what, since getting a well, to be fair, I've had it for a long time, but since plumbing in my water butt, I haven't half noticed how much I missed the rain. I used all of the water from that water butt about 2 weeks ago, and I have not watered the garden since. Mainly because my hose is not connected. I don't want to use the hose anymore. Mainly because I want that water butt to fill. That's the main thing. Fill up that water butt, man. Finally, the rain's coming down. Finally, our plants are getting a little bit of water. But one thing has happened. It's got cold. It's got real cold. So cold, I'm not opening the doors. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening. Sean says, I'm in the market for a new water butt, and boy, they are expensive. Are they really? I didn't think water butts. I actually don't know how much water butts are to even buy, because mine was left here about 8 years ago. Mine was left here. It's been knocking about for 8 years. Until this year's the year I thought I'm probably going to connect that up. 8 years. Should have got rid of it, but they always come in handy. That'll come in handy. That'll come in handy. I don't know how much they go for. How much are water butts nowadays? What are we looking at? What are we looking at for a water butt? What's everyone saying? The man to speak to, obviously, is Mr. Suggett, who has many a water butt. I think he's got about 8. There he is. Look, can't have enough water butts. I think it's 8, 9, maybe 10. Sounds like an exaggeration, but actually, generally, he's maybe got about 10 water butts. They're more expensive, but slimmer. Oh, I'm gonna have a little look. Let me have a little look on my favourite website, obviously, because I really feel like they are an important part of any allotment or of any garden. Now, I'm really trying to teach Olive. Olive, you think the water butt's good, don't you? You know what we fill the watering can up with.
Oh yeah.
They're good, aren't they? Better than the hose, or they're both exactly the same. Yeah, but one has rainwater in it, and the other comes from the tap, so it's better to use the rainwater in it.
Yeah, because from that water is full of the worms. The worms like that kind of water.
They like the rainwater. Yeah, that's true. Oh, we ain't seen how our worms are doing, Olive.
No.
We have to check them tomorrow after school, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Good deal. Right, let's have a little look to see water butts. Let's just have a little look to see how much out, because I know you can get. I wish you bought a water butt tap, because that one didn't have a tap on it. What are these monstrosities? These plastic ones, I don't want them. Look at this barrel one, 194 quid. Get out of town. This is the sort I've got. Crikey, I never realised. 40 quid for a slim one. If you want a big boy, that's the sort I've got. £43 though. Crikey, I'm glad I didn't get rid of it. I was thinking about getting a new one. 43 quid. I think we've talked a few times. Look, that's a good little system. Double kit, 70 quid. We talked about this one that I'm sort of circling, if you can see that. We've talked about that one before with Mr. Suggett about using 2. I want to get another one, but I'm not paying 30. Oh, here you go. Sean's saying 35 quid. And much slimmer than 10 years ago. When were you all, though? It's 10 years ago. I do want to get another one. I want to get another one to put next to it, because when I got that one full, I feel like when it is raining, it's such a waste, isn't it? 18 water butts is just too many water butts. That is actually crazy. Remember I spoke to you, right, about the Compost King, who we must get on the podcast at some point. Remember I spoke about him? Richard should be called, not the Veg Guy podcast, forget that. Just be called the Water Butt King. The Butt King. Richard, you are the Butt King. 18 water butts is too many. I have 3 old bins left over from when we got wheelie bins. That's a good idea. 3 bins. Probably a lot cheaper. Not as nice looking, I suppose. They range in price. Most of mine were free or bought when garden centres have sales. Most I've paid for is £5. Well, there you go. I bet you anything, if we look on Marketplace at some point, you'll find one cheaper. I'm sure if Sean looks on Marketplace, or there's got to be someone. There's got to be someone that's giving them away. That £43 one, I'm sure they were selling for £20 10 years ago. Yeah, I mean, everything changes, Sean, but double the price. Yeah, I know, for basically a big bin that holds water, isn't it? But yeah, just look how thin they are. He's not happy. 2 spits and it's full. Yeah, you need the big boys. You need the big boys. Alex says That's the media that's caused them to be simmer. Body shaming big parts. I'll let you have that one. You can get IBC water containers, 1,000 litres of free cycle from farmers. Worth checking out. Are those big, like proper big square ones with the metal cages around them? They are good then. I mean, that 1,000 litres will do ya, wouldn't it? 1,000 litres. That'll do ya. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like free cycle marketplace. I always try and look on these places now before I buy anything for the garden. Have a little look. See, I mean, the funny thing is, right? I walk around, even like taking on to school. You'd be surprised what people are throwing out. A bit like me getting rid of this water, but my brother got rid of one. He painted it pink. And then he got rid of it. So literally no one would want it after that. But I'm so glad I kept mine. That's the absolute biggest win of tonight. The biggest win. Yes, that's what I want. But the delivery is almost the same cost as the butt itself. Well, it's not good, is it? It's not good. I mean... Maybe take a leaf out of Richard's book for getting them for free. That's generally the way to do it. Do you know what? I had another water, but I wish I kept it now. Got rid of it, didn't I? I wish I kept it. Anyway. Ian says a pink one would look good next to Olive's Castle. It would have actually now, wouldn't it? That's true. 1,000 litres. Reconditioned. IBC at £81 with £60 delivery. A bit heavy, isn't it? It would be heavy. 1,000 litres. 60 quid delivery. That's the price. Actually, one of the things I've really realised from like chatting to you guys, especially with like Sean, because Sean's in London, it's very different to get stuff delivered to his site than it is for everyone else. I mean, depending on where you live in the country. But getting something delivered in London, I remember speaking to him about compost and getting it delivered. It's very different. £60 delivery, that's a bit much, isn't it? I think it's crazy. We hate full of our... Hold on a minute. What's he saying? I think it's crazy. We have full on our roof and go down the drain, yet we pay to have water pumped to our house to flush the toilet with. I think it's crazy. We have water. What is he saying? Oh, I can't read your sentence, Sugget. I can't read your sentence. Come on. I think it's crazy. We have water full on our roof and it goes down the drain, yet we pay to have water pumped to our house to flush the toilet. Right, I've got you. I agree with you. There must be a way that water can be stored from the roof and then reused. So, like, surely, right? Now, if there was just coming off that very quickly, if there was a prize, there's not, but if there was a prize for the first Twitch message, it would go to Richard Hellwife on Twitch right now saying, hello, mate. You are the first gardening podcast Twitch message probably ever. I don't know how many gardening Twitches there are. Probably ever. Welcome, Richard. Welcome. Very excited, guys. I haven't got transport, so everything is expensive in London for delivery. So that is the problem, isn't it? Oh, we're losing our audience. See you later, mate. I'll see you in the morning.
Bye.
Love you. What are you doing? Oh. I haven't got transport in London, so everything is expensive for delivery. Yeah, that is the problem, and that's probably why it's like 60 quid to get that sent in. There's amazing new water saving systems for houses and buildings out there now, but it's so expensive. Well, that is also the problem, isn't it? Like having these things sound pucker, a bit like solar power. Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Sounds brilliant, but it's just so expensive. But it does make sense. If we've got rainwater, we should be able to use it to flush our toilets. That makes sense. Oh, there we go. Look, Alex just said it. But like solar, when it first come about, your child's bald. She's not, but you know, we try. Hello, caller.
Hello,
Hello, who's speaking?
it's me.
Who's me?
Me. Fucking retard, make your child's bald.
Oh, thanks very much. Well, that's very kind. Welcome to Twitch, guys. I don't know. That is such a bizarre call, isn't it? But welcome to Twitch. Sounds fun. It's going to be fun ride. Audience have walked out. Can't stand the smell any longer, says Sean. What have you? Oh, hold your horses. Hello.
Hey, yo.
Hello. Any?
Your cat's dead.
Can't say I've actually got your phone number. I actually got your phone number now. Jeez. I haven't got a cat. I haven't even got a cat. It's going to be one of them nights, guys. Here we go again. Hello. Cat or bald or... Wait for it. Too late. Oh. My mate in Portugal collects all water to wash clothes and flush loos. The washer water is then put through a filter and reused. Only... Hold on. It's going to be one of them nights. Here we go. I'm going to give you a 5-second time.
You what?
5. No.
Hello?
Yep. Cool. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, what's happening?
Oh, we're talking about gardening.
What are you on about?
Gardening.
Mate, what the fuck's that?
It's gardening.
Oh, mate, you're talking.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry about the language tonight. There's ways of doing prank calls, but you've just got to swear through it. It's just not cool. Hello.
What the flip is gardening?
Dear.
Flip is gardening.
Hello?
Yeah?
How are we doing?
Good.
What's going on, my friend?
1v1 on Fortnite.
I'm not very good at Fortnite for kids.
Yeah, I'm a kid.
Ah, well, there we go. How are you getting on with it? Good?
Yeah. Delete my phone number or there'll be consequences.
Consequences?
Yeah. I'll get goblin nons on you.
You'll get what?
Goblin nons.
Is he your mate or...
No, he's a nun.
We go till 10. This could be... This is unexpected. But apart from the bleeps, it's definitely going in the best of, isn't it? Oh. I can do half-hour best of. This would be good, wouldn't it? Hello?
Hello?
Yep. There we go. Let's do it. Come on. Right. I don't mind you calling in. It's cool. You can call in, but at least have something in it. At least bring something to the show. Right, here we go. Yo, what's going on?
Yeah. Why you hung up?
Well, come on, man. Like, let's have something.
No, mate. You're the one who's supposed to bloody ask me a question. You literally got it in your bloody stream.
What?
You've got literally ask me a question in your stream in your description.
All right. Have you got any questions? It says ask me a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask me a question.
What are you on about?
It's a gardening show, mate.
Yeah, I know, but you're supposed to ask me a question about gardening. It's in your description.
Yeah, it says ask me a question.
No, ask me.
No, ask me a question.
No, ask me, you fucking
No,
spaz.
I don't have to swear, do you? Oh, we get to this point. Oh, you don't have to swear. You don't have to swear, do you? That's the thing. We can have a lovely time chatting. A lovely time. Ah, there we go. Block number. Oh, that should be fun. What a strange way to troll someone. The worst bit about it is that in the morning, their mate's going to say, "What did you get up to last night?" We trolled a gardener phone in. My G. Is that what kids do nowadays? Oh dear. Right, okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about water butts a minute ago. What goes on, honestly? Wow, it was exciting to have our first Twitch. Oh, here we go. We've got another 4 minutes to the first ad break. So, hey, man.
Let's get a bit of sense now.
Oh, who we got on here?
Sean.
Oh, thank God for that. I actually thought for a second I was going to cut you off. I think I must save your number on here as Safe Sean.
Let's talk about water butts. That might give them a bit of a thrill.
Well, this is the exciting thing. Imagine if they come away tomorrow and said to their mates, "Yo, my G, guess what? I learnt last night about water butts."
Yeah. Well, they
Not
will
convinced.
learn. The price has gone up, I just can't get over it. I'm sure they were only £20 10 years ago.
Mate, I've never been so happy that I didn't throw mine away.
No, well, this is the annoying thing. I had one about 6 months ago, and there was a tiny tear in the top, but it wasn't anything that I could have. But it was something that I could have fixed.
Yeah.
But I thought, I'll give this away to one of the old dears down here, and I'll go and buy a new one. They're only £20.
So you gave it to an old lady, and now you regret giving it to her.
Yeah.
Right. Well, go to Richard. He's got 18.
I would like one of these big ones. One of these 1,000
litre ones. Yeah.
But it's the delivery charge that does me in.
60 quid's too much, man. I thought you'd be water buttered up.
No.
Oh.
But I want to do what everybody else wants to do. Get one water butt to feed into the next one, to feed into the next one.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's what I need to do because I've literally mine fills too quickly. It's massive.
Well, I've noticed over the last 3 years, and this is just a London thing, I think, that April, May, June to mid-July, we don't have any rain whatsoever. That's been for the last 3 years. And my problem this year is, because I haven't been able to go down every single day, that things are dying within those 2 or 3 days, you know.
Yeah.
So I've put in my news raised bed seep hoses in the bottom.
Oh, I remember. And they got what? You want a water butt so it'll go through them?
Yeah.
Are you going to use a pump?
Well, seeing as there's me and you on here,
sure.
Between us, I found out that you can get a battery-operated pump.
Yeah.
So while the committee are having their 3-hour daily tea break,
oh, I remember you telling me about these. Yeah, go on.
I thought I could pump it into my tank while they're all down there having their little tea break.
Yeah, but do you know, is it a solar one you're looking at?
Yes.
And do you know the only thing with them is, right, so Richard is the man for this sort of thing because he's been talking about them. I don't know if they're very powerful.
Right, because I've seen them on a vlogger's YouTube channel, and they did mention that just to fill up the RV van,
Yeah.
they'd been there for about an hour and a half, and when they went to go and have a look, it was only about 10% full.
Yeah, that's not good. One of the things I saw at Malvern, was it? No, obviously not this year. Last year was the kids had made a pump out of, you know, like a foot, not a foot pump, but like basically one that you could put air into a tire or something. And they had that going around like a plant wall.
Right.
And they had that. I mean, it's a bit more work for you, but but your arms will be big at the end, mate.
The one who's got on top of this IBC tank,
yeah,
because they are the ones with the cage. I thought you could put sort of like a funnel on top, and as long as you put what's it called, the mesh stuff to keep as long as you put the EnviroMesh or just fleece on top, it should stop any bad stuff getting down into it.
I don't know what you mean. What do you
mean?
mean?
So many people now that are buying these IBC tanks because a water butt, you know, you can go through a water butt in just a day or two.
Well, you can on an allotment, can't you? I mean, there's a lot of water on an allotment. It's just getting it to your place, though. That's the problem, isn't it?
My plot is one of these plots where you're in the middle of where the two tanks are, so it doesn't matter where you're going to go. You've got to walk quite a distance, and after about an hour of doing it, you start thinking, the potatoes, I'll just forget about them.
Yeah. So what can you sacrifice?
Yeah,
that's the thing, isn't it?
I got a feeling now. As soon as we come off this call, they're going to phone again.
Well, they won't because we're about to go to an ad break. But
but like you said, that's Twitch. I did.
That's Twitch.
You don't go into Twitch.
I was warned. Mate, thanks for some.
It's just fantastic timing that the audience had gone before they started.
It's great to have some light relief from you as always, Sean.
So yes, I think it's time we went to a commercial break now.
Yeah, well trained. Thanks, mate.
Bye,
dude. As Sean said, time for a commercial break, guys. Hey, what's going on? This stream and the podcast is sponsored by Flymo. Flymo, your life easy. My nan absolutely loves Flymo, and she was the one that first introduced me to Flymo, the brand Flymo, way back when I first got my new home, because she used Flymo in her garden. Then she bought my mum and dad a Flymo when they got their garden, and then when I got my garden, my nan bought me a Flymo. It's been in the family for years. I absolutely love it. They're such a great product. They're quality, they're affordable, and they think about how to make it easy for you to go cut the lawn, cut those edges, and do those gardening tasks. So flymo.com if you want to get your hands on some of their products, plus spend over £45, and you, yes you, dear listener, can get free delivery. Oh! Go check it out now, flymo.com. The Skinny Jean Gardener, How to Get Kids Gardening book, it's available right now. That's right, in all good, well, on Amazon mainly, to be honest with you. On amazon.co.uk or .com, wherever you're in the world. Amazon, How to Get Kids Gardening is available right now. It's a $9.99. Oh yes, my self-published work, $9.99. Let's have a little flick to see what you could be doing. You could be making this. Wildflower seed balls. My favourite garden to make. A little bit messy for the kids, but brings some incredible colour to the garden. There's over 30 gardener makes inside this book that you can do with the family to get outside and enjoy whatever space you've got. Amazon.co.uk. How to Get Kids Gardening. Would you like to sponsor and support this stream? Yes, you. Not you, but you. Yes, you. Have you got a product or service you'd like to advertise, then this is a space for you. You get yours truly to advertise your product in a very, very unique way. Thanks very much. Plus, get it put in front of literally tens and tens of people. There's at least 12 people watching right now, probably more, probably. If you want to get your product or service in front of them, then this is the place to be. Free advert, a show, plus we'll talk about it a little bit after each advert, no doubt. That's free, that's 4 times a week, that's 12 times. Guys, 12 times. If you want to get involved, if you want to support the show, it's not as expensive as you think, guys. It's not expensive as you think. Lee at skinnyjeangardener.co.uk.
And also, now I'm Twitch famous. I said it wasn't expensive as you think. It's definitely, the price has rocketed since Twitch fame hit. Crikey. Right, let's just... Jimmy's in the house. Hello, Jimmy. What's going on, my friend? I've got a 4 IBC. What? Can someone explain what IBC is short for? A 4 IBC, 1,000 litre. People are like, yeah, it's an IBC, mate. IBC, 1,000 litre water butt, and a well in my allotment. Well, that would do it. Also, I have 2 caravan shower pumps to water my greenhouse. And but Jimmy is sorted. Jimmy is absolutely sorted, guys. I didn't expect us to do about half hour of water butt chat, but there you go. You need one of the decent water butt pumps for good power. The brand that I can't mention do one that achieves mains pressure. Thanks, Rich. It's an industrial bulk container is what we need. So, industrial bulk container. I keep looking at your book at the car boot sale every time I go. Get on, see him. Where's some Twitch boys there? They're much nicer to me. We've got intermediate. It's industrial or intermediate bulk container. It's definitely a bulk container. Now I feel like I could get one of them. The only thing is I'll have to put it on top of the studio roof and hope it fills. But at least gravity will do the rest, wouldn't it? Just open the tap and it'll just water everything. That's what I want. Maybe we'll have a look for them little pump things later on. Don't know how much I'm not really sure how much they're costing. I don't really know. The intermediate bulk containers are reusable, multi-use industrial grade containers engineered for mass handling, transport, and storage of liquids, semi-solid, paste, or solids. There we go. There we go. I need one of those pumps. Says Jane. Need to get some irrigation system in my poly. But man, they're expensive. Are they expensive? Let's have a little... We've got nothing tonight. Oh, no, so I have got something I want to talk about in a second, but I've got no big subjects for you tonight. No big guests tonight. One of the things, I know I said this a minute ago about Jane's comment earlier on in the show. I'm interviewing a guest, like a pre-record for you. For, not next week, the week after. Busy week next week. We've got Helen Cross coming on the show on Monday. And then on Wednesday next week, we've got International Podcast Day, which we are representing the gardeners of the UK. And we're getting as many gardener podcasters on the show. So tomorrow's tomorrow's interview is a pre-record. It's a very special one. I'll talk about it later on tonight. What do we want to look at? We quickly want to look at something, didn't we? These water pump things, these solar water pumps. All right, mate. Let's have a little look. So, hold on a second. Here we go. Solar water pumps. Yeah, man. They were like looking at solar water pumps, isn't it? And they're actually expensive as you think. Really save the water. Solar water pumps, isn't it? I just bought myself one mixed D delivery, not saying. £129. £26, £12. I'm gonna guess that's not gonna pump out a lot, is it? A lot of these. I see. I don't think a £12 one's really gonna cut the mustard. If that makes sense. 129 quid seems like a lot of dosh for a water pump. I only really know about this because I know Sugget talks about them quite a lot. Looks like a water special tonight, guys. That's like a water special. Some on eBay for 15 quid. Yeah, and the solar ones. Yeah, the problem is, I think. See, if you're going to get one for like 15 quid, I think you're just not. It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless, isn't it? I have an irrigator in my greenhouse. It's great. But Rich, how much was your one? Like, how much were you? How much you saying, my friend? Like, what are we looking? How much are we looking at for one of these bad boys? Comments ain't coming up again tonight, so that's great. That's super. Can't see any comments for some reason. The gremlins are back. Not them two callers earlier. Don't mean that. How much? Come on, show me the comments. I know there's new comments come up. Don't. Here we go. Sure, one of them fountains pumps work well, but then the foxes love to chew the cable. It's the only thing. Jane says, I've seen those. Nice systems, but for 3x6 poly, irrigator expensive. That's the thing as well, isn't it? About 50 quid. Says Sean, about 50 quid. But he did say they're great. 50 quid doesn't seem awful. The only problem is if you've got a 3x6 poly, that's 3x6. It might do it. It might do it. Richard said mine was on offer. He paid 40 quid for the 12, but a few weeks ago I saw another garden centre that had them on discount. I paid £30 for the 24. What? I paid £40 for the 12. What do you mean for the 12? Is it the amount of power? Or, for the amount of... I don't know what Sugger's saying. These all overhead or drip irrigation? Important question from Alex. Also, Alex said during a minute ago, when you go on holiday, sure, can I guest host one of these shows? Alex, you can guest host the whole week if you want. I'm not really sure. Here we go. Hello? Hello? Bottled it at last minute. Not sure who that was. Could have been Sugget. Bottled it at last minute. Don't matter. Here we go. Hello? Oh, no. Bottled it. What's going on? What is going on? Irrigator are drip feeders. So a constant drip feed. With more people gardening this year and probably next year, I can see prices going up. That's true. That could happen. And Jane needs drip for poly. Here we go. It could be my phone, actually. I don't know if my phone's playing up. Hello? Could be my phone. I'm not sure if it's my phone playing up or actually the caller. We can't get through to the call. Let's have a little look. Here we go. Look, hang on. No, this phone. No, the phone's definitely. Is the phone playing games? Hello? It's just not answering tonight. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. It must be an important. I hope it's not my mum. Must be an important. What's going on here with this phone tonight? Right, this will do it. Yes, hello.
Testing your phone.
It's working now.
All right, okay.
I don't. I don't know what happened.
Yes, the irrigator. Well, seeing as I'm on, I may as well talk.
Sure.
The irrigator, or however you say it, is quite a good product because you put the drip feed on the plants that you want to water,
Yeah.
and then so you switch it on, and then when it gets hot, it only pumps it when it's hot.
Oh, that's clever, isn't it?
And you can set the timer so that it just gives a tiny little drip. And I've also used them in hanging baskets, but don't put them right up against the glass of the greenhouse because when it comes on, it doesn't have to scare you because the glass starts to make a strange noise. It vibrates off the glass.
Oh, is it solar powered?
And you develop a twitch. Yes. Yes. It's solar powered. And so I had one when they first came out. That's why I had it free.
Yeah.
But they tell me now that they've developed them that you can put a sensor in the ground. So if too much water is getting to the plant, it sort of cuts it off for a while.
That's pretty clever, that.
Yeah.
What do you say? About 50 quid?
Yeah. I just had a quick little look now, and it was £52. But if you see them at any of the garden shows, they're always at the shows, and they're slightly
better deal.
cheaper. But the thing is now, will we ever get to the garden show in 2021?
Well, I don't really want to talk about it because I'm really hoping we do. I really miss being on the stage this year and doing something and just seeing people, even seeing you, Sean.
Well, maybe we'll have to arrange something.
We're just going to have to make our own little mini 6-person garden show.
Yeah. But yes, the irrigators are quite good. I'll have a word with somebody, and I'll see if I can get one as a competition prize.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Yeah, defo, you should. Seems to be a lot of chat about it now. Now it's raining. Everyone cares about water, don't they?
Yes, it started raining here about 12 o'clock, and it hasn't stopped.
Oh, crikey, you've had it bad. Yes.
The only thing I'm concerned about is on the weekend I planted out all my winter garden, so my cabbages, my collies, my everything, and I haven't put any slug prevention down.
They're out now, mate, aren't they?
So I'm hoping you won't see me in the next video going, well, the garden's been eaten.
I can see the art for it, mate. Slugs at it all. Slugs slugs attack.
Yes. Well, you've got to look on the bright side. So, there's always a video out of all these things.
That's it, mate. Always look on the bright side of life.
Yeah. But it's coming up to 9 o'clock now, so time's going on quick, and all those kids will be in bed soon. So.
That's it. It's bedtime, for mum and dad saying bedtime now.
What type? It's you've got the world at your feet.
Right.
You've got the internet at your fingers. Although I've been watching the Social Dilemma this afternoon.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Film, yeah. But you've got all that technology, but you decide to come and watch a bloke talking about water butts.
But I've always said that
it is to be a kid in 2020.
Yeah, but I've always said, haven't I? I said that I want to get people that are not usually into gardening. So this could be it. Finally, we found 2 characters that that could, when they're older, someone could say, "Well, how did you get into gardening?" And they say, "Well, we were just looking through Twitch and found some geezer." And
even those 2 people in the video last week, who are they?
What 2 people?
Those 2 kids that phoned in. They aren't the ones in that video for last week.
What video from last week?
Excuse me. Excuse me, you've got an allotment.
From when Dan was having a go at someone. Could be, mate.
Excuse me.
Could be. They could have been their mum nicking the veg. I don't know.
You'll have to ask them the next time they call in.
I bet they are. Yeah. I mean, they've only got 10 minutes because, like I say, it's school tomorrow, and it's a school night. Got to be careful.
What's quite funny is you've actually got their phone number. So.
It's quite handy, isn't it? So we can chat during the day as well. So it's quite nice if they need any advice on water. But I might come back in the morning and say, just one more last question on the water butts, because I was just looking.
Well, I think I'll come off now because they're probably desperate to get on. So I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks, mate, as always. Water butt chat. Who would have thought we would talk about water butts quite so much tonight, guys? Quite so much. 10 minutes until next ad break. 07423 574 520. Or we have an amazing thing on the oh crikey. Oh text. Oh, message. I don't think it's a text. Is it a text? Oh, here we go. Oh, the phone. I think the phone's. Look, kids. All right, I've had enough of you. Keep calling me, yeah. So why don't you go back to your Fortnite and leave me? Oh, all right, Richard. Sorry, I didn't realise it was you.
So I was reveling in being called a kid.
Oh dear. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who is on the phone, it is the one, the only, the Butt King.
Please don't call me that. Sounds completely perverse.
Mate, this could be a whole new brand for you. I'm titling this podcast The Butt King.
The Butt King. You might get the wrong type of crowd coming in.
A listener is a listener, mate.
Fair enough.
Anyway, let's talk butts.
Anyway, you were asking about my solar-powered greenhouse system.
Yes.
And I was trying to explain it. I thought I'd call it up because it's easier.
Yes.
To explain. Right, mine's made by Irrigator. It's solar-powered. And they do two different systems. They got the 12 system, which does about 12 meters and has 12 drippers.
Right.
Or they do the bigger version, which is the 24, which is 24 meters or 24 drippers.
What, 24 drippers? Okay, I got you.
Okay. I think normally the 12 version is around £120. But a couple of years ago, saw it being discounted. I think the garden centre had bought a load that didn't sell, so they discounted it to get rid of it.
Right.
And it went down to £40. So I thought, oh, great, I'll get that at that price. And I've had that in my greenhouse. I set that up this year, and it's been brilliant. I've got to say, every 3 hours, it waters, or it drips water out for, I've got it set on 2 minutes. So for 2 minutes, it just runs, and then it'll stop. Every 3 hours when the sun's shining. So if there's no sun, it won't run.
No sun, it won't run. Okay, that's good.
No sun, it won't run.
Right.
Yeah. But then a few weeks ago, I was in another garden centre, and they were selling off pretty much all their versions. The 12 version was down to £15 in there from 120 quid. Yeah. And the 24, which I think is normally around £150, was £30.
It's not really that expensive at all.
Not well. The retail price is quite expensive, but the actual cost to buy them, or if you can get it in the right place.
Yeah, it's finding it at the right place. But they're pretty powerful, yeah.
It's a drip waterer, so it just runs water through, like I say, for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, however long you set it for, every 3 hours. But
if it was to get 24 meters, it's got to have a bit of power involved in it.
Yeah, but it doesn't pump a lot of water. At the same time, it's high-powered, high-pressure, low volume.
Yeah,
but it's just enough. It is just enough. Since I installed it in my greenhouse, I haven't had to go in there with a watering can and water anything. The only thing I have done, I've had it in there 2 months now. I have had to fill up my water butt there again.
What? Because it keeps running it all out.
Because it will run. Well, there's only a finite resource of water. It's only a small water butt in there. That one.
If it's empty, will it still run?
No, it has a water sensor that stops it from running.
It was a clever little bit of kit.
It is quite ingenious. It does, when it's out of water, though, it does make a high buzzing, beeping noise, an alarm, which is annoying.
No. What's it called?
Irrigator. IRRIGATA. I think it's the same as what Sean was talking about.
Yeah, he mentioned exactly the same.
Flow Pro.
Sorry, what a low pro did you say?
Flow Pro.
Flow
FLOPRO.
Let's have a little look, see how much they don't even. They're called something else now. Let's have a little look, see how much they go for. It doesn't actually say on their website. They don't sell them direct. That's handy, isn't it? Oh, they do. So my mistake.
Oh.
Wait there, just let's see how much they are actually.
Waiting.
Well, if we do ever contact them, we must tell them their website's terrible. Okay. They've okay. The ones I'm looking at they range from £79.95 to £329. I think the one you're looking at, the 24 goes for 94 quid,
Right,
and the 12 is going for 80 quid. So
yeah, they came down quite a bit in price to what they originally were, though.
yeah.
They were over 100 quid.
Well, if they're worth it, man, then that's really good, dudes. I mean, like you say, if I want one from my end, you know, my little courtyard bit I've got in my garden.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind one for that, really, because I keep saying that I trust Olive to look after it, but I suppose there's a little bit of extra security if that's handling it.
Yeah, I've got to admit that I was sceptical at first because I'm a bit stingy when it comes to spending money on this sort of thing.
Sure.
Which is why I always look for the bargains. But since I've got one, I've got to say I would probably be prepared to pay full price for one if I felt the need to add another one.
Big
somewhere.
Statement there, mate.
Yeah, it's weird because you've got to buy it, work out if it's worthwhile. But my greenhouse, as I say, I don't even hardly go in there really to harvest and do a bit of weeding, which is minimal in there.
That's the dream, isn't it? That's the dream.
It is a dream. It is a dream. I'm actually gardening, not walking around with watering cans trying to water everything all the time.
That takes quite a lot of time up, surprisingly, doesn't it?
Yeah, my allotment takes me about an hour and a half to do fully, and my garden's about an hour to do properly.
Since I started using the water butt, I've realised that with a hose it was easy.
Yeah,
but a water butt backwards and forwards. Does take a bit of time.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at them, mate. And
yeah, I do highly recommend them. Actually, since I've got them, I do highly recommend them.
Well, there you go. I should be getting commission from everyone I'm sending there. Jane will definitely get one. Although she is saying she never sees any bargains in her garden centres.
I am quite lucky in that I travel around a lot and have to have a lunch break. So when I'm on lunch break, I'm normally going into a garden centre and get carried away.
Yeah, and also, Jane, you know, you're talking to the butt king here, so he doesn't know about butts is not worth knowing, right, Rich?
That may be true. I actually worked out, I've got 20 water butts, not 18. I forgot 2 of them.
That is out of control, honestly.
Not really, because I use them all up. But
Is this like a normal thing in allotments? Like you'd only put. You've not got 20 at home, have you?
20 at home, yeah.
Where are they all?
Well, there you go. That's the art of it. I've got them attached to pretty much every down pipe and every rooftop that I can get hold of. I've got a water butt out the front of my house that I use for washing the car and the van. Then I've got 3 all linked together alongside one shed.
Yeah.
1 in my greenhouse. 1 I just popped along attached to my log store.
Yeah.
And then I've got one on my summer house, and I've got several others hidden in various places all over the place that I just pump water to when the others are full.
Well, mate, you should definitely do a video of this.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Well,
I want to see
And
it.
see
it will change this winter because I'm building the new shed, and I'm hoping then I'm going to link loads and loads of water butts to that shed, but they're going to be hidden behind it so I don't see them.
All
And I'm
right.
hoping then I won't have to pump water around.
Got ya.
Just to save me one more job.
Mate, coming up after the break, we're going to watch a little video from a 2013 Sean James Cameron.
Wow. Going back in
of,
time.
of which really is, of which he's got a little pump thing. He's just sent me a link of it, so we'll get that on
Nice.
there on the old screen.
Nice.
But just it's a pleasure to have you on, Buck King. It's a pleasure to have you on.
You're most welcome.
It's a hell of a night, mate. Hell of a night.
I'm always happy to share my knowledge on butts.
There we go. And who would have thought we'd have spent a whole hour talking about it?
It's one of my favourite subjects.
I'm sure it is. Thanks very much, mate. See you later.
Take care.
Cheers, dude.
Bye.
What a night, guys. What a night. Let's have an ad break. This stream and the podcast are sponsored by Flymo. Flymo.com. I'm going to tell you a little story about Vince. Vince came into my home and basically took over all of it, not all, but the biggest gardening task, which, I'll be honest with you, took a little bit of time because usually I'm away. I'm jet setting from Birmingham to Devon, all over the country, which means that when I come home, the first task I've got to do is my lawn. Now, Vince came along and we welcomed him to the family, and now I feel like he's taken over my position in this household, which is not good. Vince, I should add, is my robotic lawnmower. Oh yes, Flymo's robotic lawnmower. Literally, you set it up, there's an app on your phone, you set it up, and every day, all week, however you want to do it, Vince, or the robotic, you can call it what you want, but ours is called Vince, goes out and cuts your lawn. Oh, made so simple. Go check it out right now at flymo.com. Spend over 45 quid, you get free delivery. You can't say better than that, can ya? So yeah, go check it out, get your own Vince. Have you heard? I've got a brand new book. It's not brand new. I know that. It was out in February. But to you, it may be brand new. How to Get Kids Gardening is available right now on amazon.co.uk. Let's have a little flick to see what great gardening makes over 30 that you could be doing as a family. Maybe you could be making stone and spoon markers, because we all know that labelling up your seeds as you put them into the soil is very important. If not, you've got no idea what's popping through when the little green shoot. That could be anything, couldn't it? Make some stone markers. Really simple, really easy, and really inexpensive. All the gardener makes in here, just literally the costs hardly anything. I don't know how I can say that. Hardly anything, mate. Hardly anything. Come on around. How to Get Kids Gardening. Amazon. Come on out round. Would you like to support and sponsor this stream? Then you can. You can get your product or service in front of people like Richard from Littlehampton or Sean from London, even Lisa in Northern Ireland. Yeah, we're Mr. Worldwide. I think we've got some people from Australia as well. So if you're from Australia, this is the place to be. If you want to support or sponsor the stream, then please get in contact at lee@skinnyjeangardener.co.uk, and your advert could be at this point right now.
get your brand in front of Sean from London, or Richard from Little Hampton, or a couple of kids from Twitch. Hello, Bulu Life on the old Twitch. Hopefully, you're a friendly Twitcher, but welcome to the show. Tonight, you've caught us on a very exciting subject of water in your garden with water butts. We're going to check out a video. Let's check out a video that I've just been sent by an avid listener, who we would never block intentionally. We are going to check out Mr. Sean James Cameron's. He sent me. Here we go. Here it is. He sent me a video on his YouTube channel. So let's check this out from him. If you've got any questions about water butts, get them in right now. Seems to be a big question of the Wednesdays. With the rain finally falling. Right, let's check this out. This is from 2013. A young looking Sean James. Garden Diary 55. Wow, is that right? Let's check this out. Oh.
Had this product for a while, and seeing as the sun is out, I thought I'd get the thing out and set it up for a few hours. It's a solar panelled fountain. So I'm going to put this on the pond, and
Unbelievable that, of course, there's an ad. Of course, unbelievable.
And it's very easy to do. Just connect all the bits up together. That's the solar panel there. And then it comes with a few different bits that you can have. So I've decided on this fountain one. And then this bit of polystyrene keeps the motor, which is under there, afloat in the water. So let's set it up and see what displays we get.
Display, I expect something big here.
Now, I've already put a spike in the ground where the solar panel will go. And all we need to do now, I'm just going to test it for the time being. I'll make it look all pretty in the summer. So, because I'm not going to leave this in the pond now, because it's still getting down to -2 of an evening. So I'll just put this in for a few hours and pull it out and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Obviously, when the clouds come over, the fountain will go down, because you do need to have, as you can see, the direct sunlight.
Pretty decent, that.
I think I'll leave it there for a few hours just to add a bit of interest to the plot. But like I said, I'll take it indoors before I leave, because the wire here could easily break in the frost.
They're pretty decent, isn't it? Yeah, just in it. Oh dear. Sorry, everyone. I didn't see the comments. I put it on Phil.
This fountain one, and then this bit of polystyrene.
I'm still working out how to use this software. But everyone's like, nothing showing, Lee. Exit full screen. We're watching a white screen. You'd think it would show it in full screen, wouldn't you? If I was showing you the screen. Cheshire Holmes said, at least we can hear Sean. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're watching it without sound now. But that looks like a pretty decent little bit of kit. You could have left that in, Sean, because I know there's no audio, Sean. We've listened to the audio. Now it's time to listen to the Watchers thing. a pretty decent little thing. It's amazing what solar power does, doesn't it? It's amazing what we can get. Oh, mate, we can't see Sean's video. You can see it now, right, Dan? Oh, it's because the comments are coming late. It's really something I want to maybe get for mine. Like I say, I'd really like to do anything to make life easier. And a little bit of kit, a bit like what Sean's got there from 2013. So they're only going to be more powerful now in the future, aren't they? Now in the future, they're going to be much more powerful. So it's definitely something. Every time I do these streams, I end up spending money. Because now I want to buy something to water the garden with. Although not that we need it now, do we? Now we're coming into this sort of wet sun weather. Perhaps I'll get something next year. But that irrigator one. I mean, now's the time to buy them. If you're going to a garden centre, you'll probably find one. Ray says something about a Flow Pro for polytunnel. Save me going down every day. Also, do you know who I also know? Gardena do one as well. They do some kits, so maybe I'll try and get one from Gardena. See what they've got going on. I wonder if they've got let me have a little look. Only because it's a parent company of the good old solar panel. No, solar irrigation. There you go. Do one? They do one. Oh, they do one. I did ask for one, never turned up. Thanks, Fimo. They do one. Okay. Maybe I'll ask. Maybe I'll ask for one then. Water butts. Solar panel watering, guys. It's much better than Fortnite, isn't it? Much better than Fortnite. Right, so if you've got any more questions, if you've got anything else to add to the water butt chat, I've got a pretty nice little best of there, haven't we? Of water butts, butkins, and sprinklers. One thing that I really called in it. By the way, phone lines are open. The link is in the comments if you want to be streamed into this. 07423 574 520 if you want to chat tonight. That'll be cool. Maybe you don't want to talk about water butts, and that's cool. I get it. We've just done an hour 15 of it. That's another little bits in between. Who else does them? Loads of people, but I just remember that I'm not really supposed to mention any other brands at the moment. I'll get done. I'll get told off, Sean, for that sort of thing. But I think we'll get away with it. Right. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about. Tomorrow we've got Lisa on the show. I must message Lisa about tomorrow. She's coming on for a little bit of a chit-chat, garden chat, which I'm very excited about. But tomorrow I'm also doing a pre-recorded interview with George Lamb, who's like my absolute hero, which means that you guys are going to be able to listen to that. And I don't want to ruin it too much, but I'm really excited. I had to share it with you. I'm really excited. I've been trying to get George on the podcast for ages, and now it's even better because you actually be able to see and watch the interview. I don't know how long it's going to be yet. I don't know how long it's going to be. Could be half hour, could be an hour, but you'll be able to watch the whole thing. Not next week, the week after, and I'm so excited about it. So excited. You might say, "Oh, why are you getting him on?" It's because he started getting gardening and horticulture and getting kids outside in secondary schools. So it's going to be a really interesting chat. It's right up my street. You know, everything I'm doing, I'm trying to get primary schools out there, get amongst it. And I've looked into what he does and what is going on there. And I think it can be sort of molded into a little bit of primary school. Even just knowing that I'm going to be chatting to him, has really gave me like that boost to get that started again, get that kicked off. I feel like COVID and lockdown after our school tour is sort of slowed the progress of that down. And I know that I want to get more gardening to schools, make it easier for teachers. And we've got teachers coming. We've got Helen coming on it next Monday. We had Jane on last week. So we're speaking to teachers, seeing how that works, how it's all already going on, and seeing what we can do, whether it can be put into education. I really want to get the RHS on here. I really want to find out what they're doing. I really want to use, a bit selfishly perhaps, but hopefully you guys are cool with it as well. I really want to use this platform as a little bit of a research more than anything for me to get to know what's happening right now. Easy for me to go around and, say, "Oi, come on, kids, get gardening." But actually, we really need to, for marketing, it's wicked, but we're not getting anywhere with it. We're G'ing these kids up. What's up, Mudgy? We're G'ing these kids up for it, and it's not happening. So anyway, I'm not going to rabbit on about that too much because we're talking about solar power and water butts. But we've got that interview coming up in a couple of weeks' time. I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. And afterwards, we'll talk more about kids' gardening and that sort of thing. It's not going to be every single day talking about that. I know you guys want to talk about water butts for 2 hours, and we can do that if you want. I know that's what we want to do. I know that. We can do that. We can do that. Right. Kids Do Garden. There needs to be a big movement on kids gardening. Keep going, Lee. Thanks, man. Thanks. Let's chat, man. Let's get you on. I need to get you on the podcast. I would love to get you on the pod. Here we are. I think I accidentally pressed leave studio. That'll do it. He's gone again. He's gone. Oh, he's back. He's back. He accidentally pressed leave studio this time. It wasn't a gremlin. It was me. Luckily, it keeps the live stream running. Yeah, I want to get you on the podcast. Let's make that happen. Kids Do Gardening. Let's make that happen. Right. I really didn't know Gardenia and Flymo were related. Yeah, I know. Good products. Yeah. Awesome products. Going on there. Yeah, they're related from Husqvarna Group. Would solar work through a polytunnel cover? I would be really cool, man. Let's message me tomorrow. I would be really likely, if I had a polytunnel, what I'd probably do is I'd cut a what? You're going to do what? Maybe I cut a little hole, or maybe put the actual solar part outside of the polytunnel. It's what I'd be doing. I'll be mounting that on the outside of a polytunnel, if that's the case. Talking of polytunnels, I'd really like. Now, this is a project. Now, this is where I need pictures. Have I got any? I've got some pictures on my phone. I'll just show you my phone. I'd really like to turn the whole of my back courtyard into a polytunnel to start off my seeds next year. Now, I'll show you some photos of what it looks like at the moment. I mean, here you go. Here's a. No, that's a rubbish picture. Let me show you my holiday snaps. No, hang on. So basically, I've got a courtyard. It's fenced all the way around. And what I thought, here you go. He's not bad. It's not bad. No, not a great picture. I've got. Here we go. Here's a picture. No, it's not a great picture. Here we go. Here's a. Oh, okay. What? No, not that one. I'm not doing this on purpose. I just want to get a good picture for you to look at to There's not really one. It's not a bad picture. Okay. So, old sources. So, look, this is outside the back of the studio. All right. So this is where I'm now growing all my food. And what I thought about doing was putting a polytunnel over the top of that for the start of the year. Maybe just even like a plastic roof over the top of it to make it really warm, so it makes starts my plants off well in there, and then rolling it out. Maybe even like a swimming pool roof, like maybe rolling it off to reveal yourself, plants, reveal yourself. When it gets warmer, I don't know if that'll work, but Ray says polytunnel is a must spend all day in my ponytail, and outside garden gets ignored. Raining today and still working on the plot. Go Ray! Still working in the rain. Hang on, since when was a patio known as a courtyard? I call it the courtyard, all right? Because it's easy. It's like it's fenced in, it's boxed in. It's like a courtyard. It's my little mini courtyard. With a taxi in it. So I see what you're saying there. Technically not a courtyard. But if I've got these, if I'm gonna have that turn into like a polytunnel, start my plants in, really nice and warm. God, it's gonna be warm in that taxi. Then I can have my drip irrigation going. Pretty much, imagine it. Pretty much be a nice little warm little area to get me plants started next year. It's just an idea at the moment. It's just an idea. Alex says, we're posh in Essex. It's a courtyard. All right? So don't come in here giving it all a bigging, Sean. From, well, Wales, really, but because the Essex boys will, they'll have you. Hello?
Hello, Lee. It's Mark. How you doing, mate?
Oh, hey, Mark. For some reason, my friend, I can't. Oh, that's because the headphones. Here we go. Mark?
Yep. You okay?
I'm good now, mate. I had it turned down for some reason. I thought you might be might be a troll.
Yes. Well, you haven't made it until you got a troll.
How are you anyway?
Yeah, really good, really good, really good. Seeing as you've got so many irrigation and water experts on your show tonight, I've got this kind of like idea, which might be a bit tricky to explain, but
we've got all night.
Problem with schools is they can't water when nobody's there through the summer term. So one of the things I was taught at college is that water will always find its own level. So if you get two water butts side by side, put a pipe in between them, if you fill one up with water, the other one will fill up to the same level. Yeah?
Yes.
You got that?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So if that second water butt was a raised bed that had gravel in the bottom, about sort of a foot of gravel, and then about a foot and a bit of I must use metric. You're a young guy. 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters of gravel and compost. Wouldn't it self water? Now, if you could then just set up the water butt to come off from the roofs, and even put a hose pipe into it with like a little timer on it.
Yeah.
So you've got one water butt that's full, that will then fill up that raised bed, and voila, it's constantly watered. It only goes to the level of the gravel, and then the soil brings up the moisture to the roots of the plants. And it could be scaled up, so you could have multiple water butts and multiple raised beds. A question for, like I say, Richard and Sean and the guys that are on there tonight. Does my silly idea have any legs?
Well, instantly,
do you think it will work?
Instantly, Mark. The Grim Reaper, Sean James Cameron, has come in saying it would flood in heavy rain.
You'd have an overflow. So there's an overflow off the water butt, and there could also be an overflow off the raised bed.
That's a really good point. Yeah, and it would have to be like have a hose pipe in it still, because during the summer, especially at the moment, or especially the summers we're having, it's really dry, isn't it? But it's not a bad idea. I like it.
You could stick a hose pipe in and then put like a ball cock in it. It's like you have in the back of your loo.
Yes.
So the hose pipe is in there and it shuts off the hose pipe when the ball cock gets up to the right temperature. I mean, the thing about schools is they've got a lot of resources in as much as parents. You've got parents that are plumbers. You've got parents that sometimes they're landscapers. You've got parents that, do all sorts of bits and pieces. So to get a cheap ball cock and sort of set it up. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that word after we've been doing butts for a long time.
We've had worse tonight, don't worry.
You know what I mean? But anyway, silly idea. Put it out there.
Yeah.
If there are guys out there a lot brighter than I that know a lot more about this sort of stuff. But I kind of think it might work.
I like the idea.
And yeah, cool. Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot, mate. I'm going to copyright it, so sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. You can have all the royalties.
Sure. Like it, mate. Cheers for the idea. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, take care.
Cheers, mate.
Bye
bye. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. I've been talking a lot about, especially with school gardeners, is over those 6 weeks holiday. This is the thing. This is the biggest problem we've got. Is over that 6 weeks holiday. Teachers are on holiday. There's enough to be going on at the moment. We're like over those 6 weeks holiday. Spit it out, Lee. Come on. And health and safety reasons, children can't go in. Blah 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 blah. So those beds won't get watered. So thinking of ideas, a bit like Mark's just come out of there, which I think is actually pretty genius. To make sure they are continually watered. So at the end, when you come back at this end of 6 weeks holiday, you can have some amazing crop sitting there waiting for you. I think is the thing. I think you'll definitely need water in the way of hose pipe. The biggest problem I've got, and this is what I found when I went on my almost like a research mission, I can look at it now because I learned so much from it going around the country. Did I mention I went around the country, guys? Documentary on YouTube right now. Going around the country was that a lot of the allotments, unfortunately, and I didn't really disagree with them, I let them know, unfortunately, were quite far away from the school. Usually they're tucked right at the other end of the playground, right at the other end of the field. Need to be brought in closer. They'll need to be totally moved closer to the school because you're not going to get water on the other side. But I really like the idea of it. I think it's a great idea. And it's one of those things that I said to the schools when I went on a tour that I'm going to come up with a plan for them, for their teachers, make it easy for them. So anything like that, anything that will make it easier for teachers, make it easier for the kids, is very much welcome. So thanks so much for that, Mark. That is a really great idea. If you've got any more ideas, especially over 6 weeks holiday, is the problem because, like Kids Do Garden says, the 6 weeks is such a problem. Tees Garden, when we did the walk around the other week, was full of weeds. That's a whole nother problem, isn't it? The weed inside of things for Kids Garden. And we'll probably get a few podcasts in the future about Kids Garden, a lot more with those issues. But any ideas you've got, I'd really love to hear from you because I am building that up now. I'm building this plan up, which, I mean, in my head, I had like a couple of years. We'll get it sorted. We'll make it happen. We could be looking at like a quite a long program to make sure that we can get it right. We could be looking at a few different seasons of gardening at schools before we roll something out. Which for me is, I'm a bit like, let's make this happen. Let's get everyone doing it. But actually makes more sense. But so any ideas like that can help. I like that, Mark. I really like that idea. Thank you so much for calling in with that. And who would have thought that we only have half hour left and we're still talking? Who mentioned these water butts? We're still talking about water butts. Facilia. It's not the end of the show. That's actually the wrong button.
This stream and this podcast is sponsored by Flymo, home of the hover.
I made that one up myself, but that should be their tagline. Home of the Hover Glide. That's my impression of a Flymo Hover. Glides across the ground, so easy, so simple. I love Flymos because they make cutting your lawn and caring for your garden so easy. Plus, they've got, and I'm just looking around the corner here, an Easy Glide I've got here. I've got a Hover Vac. Both are brilliant for different sized gardens. Plus, they've got a new Easy Store, so you don't even have to plug it in. You put a battery in it and you drive about cutting your lawn. No wires. How easy is that? If you want to find out more and see what I'm talking about, then check out flymo.com right now. This stream is also sponsored by How to Get Kids Gardening, my book, Lee Connolly's book, a top 10 gardening book of 2020. Not my words, but the words of the Independent. Also, in this book, Lee has brought together my passion of nature and wildlife, along with my love of grow your own. Not my words, the words of Jimmy Doherty, of Jamie Oliver's mate. But let's have a little flick through, see what you could do at home as a family. Maybe you could create this, a bird feeder. That's right, you can create a bird feeder just from a plastic bottle. So really simple, really cheap, really easy, a great activity to do with the kids to get outside whatever space you've got. How to Get Kids Gardening, available on Amazon for just a tenner. Woo. Could your product or service be in this part of the show, the advertising part here? If the answer is yes, I think you were thinking about it, weren't you? If the answer is yes, then get in contact at lee@skinnyjeangardener.co.uk. We can talk about saying hello, how you doing? Do you want this? Do you want this pen? Do you? Probably not. It's a digital world now, isn't it? But do you want to buy this pen? Then you can at Pens Are Us. That is just one example of the many advertising talents that I've got. So if you do fancy it on the stream, come support us, come sponsor us. lee@skinnyjeangardener.co.uk. I laughed at my own advert. Hello, welcome back to the final quarter of the show. We go from 8 till 10, talking about gardening, answering your questions, bringing together like-minded people, talking about kids' garden, talking about your allotment. A lot of chat about allotment. We should probably celebrate today's show. Today's show is a 10th show. 10th show. Unbelievable. It is Alex's birthday. Floella Benjamin is 71 today. Happy birthday, Floella. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Sean just shouting out birthday. If you've got a birthday suggestion or if you've got a birthday, then let us know. Let us know. I'm just checking out. I've just checked out Twitter during the break. And if you're about, I know a lot of you are about every night, which is cool. Thanks so much for joining me. But next Wednesday's show, International Podcast Day, we're part of next week. Next Wednesday, International Podcast Day. Very excited about that. We're going to get as many garden podcasters on the show. So I'm pumped about that. But first, this guy.
How are you doing?
How you doing, Dan? Yeah, I'm good, mate.
My internet's about the same as what it was before.
Well,
I'm hoping.
Now, I'd be disappointed if you had good internet now.
I'm trying to get it sorted. So I've just been listening to your podcast, and at the allotment this year, I was in the heights of summer. I was doing 87 watering cans a day, just watering both plots up, both allotments up. Pardon?
That must have took you hours.
It takes some reason about 45 minutes, and that double run 40. So it isn't. Yeah, it's an absolute nightmare. So I have I did look in on getting a drip irrigation system in for some of the beds at the allotment, but I found out that it doesn't give the beds enough water. It doesn't give the vegetables enough water. And the other thing is, you've got a lot more weeds coming up throughout the bed because of it was giving a lot more water out to the weeds. The weeds were taking the water over the vegetables. So what I did is I got a solar panel generator in the shed, and then I connected a hose pipe timer to my watering butt, and that's done off with power. And then it's like your hose pipe in the ground for 5 minutes or 4 minutes or something like that, and then that seems to get the roots of the vegetables a lot more water than an irrigation system. I think
slow.
Yeah, the irrigation system I think is better for greenhouses, polytunnels, and stuff like that. But you couldn't use it on an outside allotment.
Right? Did you make your own this hose pipe thing? Did you put holes in this hose pipe then or not?
No, it's just basically like a sprayer. Do you know, like a normal hose pipe sprayer?
Yeah.
Connected up to the watering butt, and this little timer thing is powered by a cigarette lighter. What's connected into the shed, and it just blasts the ground with water for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then everything gets a good watering, and it saves you doing a lot of the watering.
Well, that is the sort of thing we're sort of I think everyone's trying to aim towards. Have you got a video of it? I'm being asked.
There'll be the review of it will be coming out in the winter time, because that's when I do my review on the channel.
Stay tuned, everybody.
It'll be up on the channel in the winter.
Nice one, Dan. Oh, it's good. It's good to hear a different view on it, because throughout the night show, everyone's been bigging them up. But I suppose they've got their place, and out on the allotment is not the place for it to get a real good water.
Yeah, but as I said, it's probably a brilliant idea for a greenhouse or a polytunnel, but for an allotment, it's not. And I remember seeing Sean's video of his little solar panel. I can remember that. I watched about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, how time flies, eh, mate?
It does.
You've been all right? What's been happening, my man?
Not very much. Unfortunately, I missed most of the stream yesterday because I did a 13.5-hour shift.
I was doing what you do, mate. I was cooking up a storm.
I've got to go back and watch the best of.
Yeah. It's an interesting.
But I was down the allotment on Sunday, and I actually got stung by a wasp on the hand, and it all swelled up, and everything. So it's been the last couple of days have been a bit of a nightmare.
Oh, that's not too groovy, mate, is it?
No, it hasn't been too good, but I tried quite a few things to get the swelling down and that, and then the wife come up and said use a bit of Vicks, and it worked absolutely fantastic.
There you go, medical help there, sorted.
Yeah.
Hey, you got much plan? You going to allotment this weekend?
Unfortunately, I'm working this weekend, so I'll be back down on Tuesday, and they forecast a lot of rain in my area over the next couple of days, so it might be. It's okay with me being at work then.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't mind that then. Right, before I let you go, Dan, how many water butts have you got? Because the Butt King, Mr. Richard Suggett, has got 20 now. He said.
1, 2. About 9, I think.
No, am I the only person that's only got one water butt? I feel like a bit inadequate.
But I don't use the traditional watering butts. If you look at some of the videos, my water butts are the old blue barrels.
Yeah. I know.
The blue barrels. I don't actually use the a traditional water butt, a green one with a little tap on the bottom of it. I use the blue barrels.
Where'd you get the blue barrels from?
They were already on the allotment when I took it over.
No, you
3 years ago. So I recycled them.
Good plan, man. Good plan.
So it's always good.
Nice one, dude. Dan, thanks so much for calling in, man. I really, really appreciate it, dude.
Thanks a lot, mate. Much appreciated, and keep on going.
Keep on trucking. Cheers, dude. I'll speak to you later.
See you later. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, mate. Dan there from Dan's Kitchen Garden on the YouTube. I've been watching a few bits of YouTube this week. It's been cool. It's been good to see you YouTube peeps out there. What day is it today? Wednesday, isn't it? Tomorrow. I know we did watch a little bit of Sean earlier, but did I say I was going to watch? Who did I say I was going to watch? Who did I say I was going to watch tomorrow night? Usually on Thursdays, we've got into a bit. I want to try and what I'm trying to do is for you guys more than anything, so you know what you're getting. We're going to try and stick to some sort of like we're here 8 till 10 every week anyway. Sure, apart from Fridays, let's all have a day off from me. We're trying to keep to some sort of thing so you know what's coming up. So Thursdays we've got into a little bit of not a rut, but a little bit of a thing where just at the end of Thursdays we check out someone's YouTube channel. Which is good, and maybe have an interview on the way. Deal or No Deal is finished. I should say, Jane. Deal or No Deal is a no-go. If we're done with that, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out. But so, if you've got any suggestions for tomorrow's YouTuber of the week, we had Alex the other day, didn't we? We had Dan on already. Did we check out Ray one week? We're only on third week. We must have checked out Ray at some point. But Thursdays, we end it off with a YouTuber of the week. I don't think we've looked at Suggarts yet. Maybe we should have a look at what Suggarts been up to. I don't know. That's tomorrow. And then it gives you the weekend to go and check out their channel. Go subscribe to it. Share the love. Share the YouTube love. On that, Ray says, I have 12 to 14 water butts. I have 2 wheelie bins with taps on, and they hold a lot of water. Am I the only person to only have one water? I thought it was normal just to have one water butt. And you lot are throwing out you lot were throwing out 12 or 14. We've got 20. Dan had 9. Sean hasn't got any. Okay, fair enough. I don't feel that bad. No, if Sean's got none, I don't feel too awful. But there you go. What? Watch Russ grow your own kitchen garden. I did say Russ, did I? It was Russ, the guy, the grow your own kitchen garden. You said you were going to review. Okay, we'll see Russ tomorrow. You wanted to look at Digging for Dinner with Joe Mills. Oh yeah, I did want to check out Joe Mills on the. Maybe we'll check out Joe next Thursday. Don't think MasterChef will be back on again soon. We will not be. That can be promised. We will not be doing cooking for a little bit. Maybe we'll do some when we hit the pumpkins. Last 15 minutes left of the show. 0742 357 4520. Interesting show tonight. Peaks and troughs, which I like. And troughs, get it? Anyone? No? Just me then? Peaks and troughs. Yeah. 15 minutes after the show. 07423 574 520. Might sorry about that. Might as well do 2 hours full of water and chat. Might as well, mightn't we? Mate, we've come this far. Who would have thought? Not me. I didn't know what we're going to talk about tonight. Do you know what I was going to talk about? One of the things I will. The reason I feel like I'm not going to give it enough. We've got 15 minutes. Anyway, that's water chat, guys. One of the things I really want to talk about, and this is what was actually Mark sent it to me, but we talked about it. I tried to get someone from the HGA, who I've done bits with before. Talking about podcasting actually, and about their million. Where is them bulbs? One thing I have got tomorrow for you guys. Tune in. Where is it? I'm waiting. One thing I've got for you tomorrow is I'm giving away, not through Deal or No Deal. We're not doing that game again. Not since Noel copyrighted us. We're giving away a £10 garden voucher if I can find it. Hang on, wait there. Let me just. Where is it? There's a garden voucher. Where's that garden? And then bulbs have gone. Who took the bulb? Do anyone remember what I did with the bulbs? And the bulbs and a letter that said, "Is this it down here?" That's a plain bit of paper. Bulbs and a letter that said about, well, is it? It's not even a big studio. It's not even a big studio. It's not even a big studio. How can I have lost bulbs and a letter? Oh, here they go. Anyway, the bulbs. We'll probably plant them tomorrow on the show. We will. That seems like I didn't care about them. We will. I have also got a £10. As Alex says, he's got a £10. Tomorrow, we're going to give away a £10 National Garden gift card for 1,000,000 Planter Moments. This 1,000,000 Planter Moments, this 1,000,000 Planter Moments only runs this week. I feel like it could have been a month long and could have got a bit more traction. And someone could have come on to speak about it. We could have done a whole hour chat about this. I think it's a fantastic thing. I think it's probably one of the best. It had potential to be one of the best campaigns of the year. But also, running along that, it's UK Plant Health Week, which I had apart from it was in this letter, fair enough, I had no idea about. DEFRA's UK Plant Health Week. And I was only told about this by our good friend Mark, who sent me an email about it. I had no idea these sort of things even happen. Like, we could have done bits about this. But it didn't happen. I don't know. I just wish that we knew a bit more about them. To be fair, Mark did let me know, and I did want to talk about it. So we've got 10 minutes. If you want to call in about any of these things, then please do. Final 10 minutes of the show, which is, I feel a bit sad tonight. I'm sad to leave you, but we're back tomorrow, so don't panic about it. I bet you're like 2 hours of water bot chat. Right, what do I want to do? Screen share. This what I got. There we go. Boom. So let's have a little look at this. Can you see that? Let me just check you can see. Good. The UK is the first. It's their first. Oh, it makes me giggle. As it's their first Plant Health Week, so it's not. It's it's the first time it's ever happened. As part of International Year of Plant Health, DEFRA is hosting the UK's first Plant Health Week in collaboration with multiple organisations in plant and forestry sectors running this week. If you knew about this, by the way, can you just put it in the comments? That'd be really great if you even knew. If you even knew that this year was International Year of Plant Health. If you knew about that, I had no idea. We have had a busy year. Don't get me wrong. During the week, please look out for social media content and share amongst your channels using hashtag Plant Health Week. Speaking of the UK's first Plant Health Week, Minister of Biosecurity Lord Gardner, is that his name, is it? Said climate change and increasing globalization has huge implications for health of world's plants, which is why the UN designated International Year of Plant Health. We are holding the UK's first Plant Health Week. What is actually happening in this week? On the 21st, we begin the week with content on why plant health matters. 22nd of September, look after your plants at home. We are partnering with the RHS to bring top tips to the public. On the 23rd, buying responsibility. Oh, here we go. Today's the 23rd, isn't it? What's the date today? Anyone know? Today's the 23rd. Great. We're partnering. We are partnering with HCA in alignment with their Million Plant and Moments campaign. We will also be relaunching our Be Plant Wise campaign. Tomorrow is Don't Risk It, raising awareness, not bringing back plants and cuttings from holidays. Well, we've got no issues there, so that's a non-day. Don't worry about that. We should have literally done the whole week on these subjects, because Friday, guys, is Clean Your Boots Day. It's pretty that's important. And then Saturday is look out for any unusual symptoms on trees and report them to the Forestry Commission. In a campaign, now this is the thing. I don't know. In a campaign for Plant Health Week, we've also got a Million Plant and Moments campaign and a Be Plant Wise campaign. Some confusion there, isn't it? It's a bit much, isn't it? Kids Gardens had no idea about it. Not heard of it. Not on any of the social medias. Rich says, I've got to say, the Garden should be pretty useless at letting public know about these special days or weeks. Alex says, 23rd, my birthday. Don't know if I mentioned it. Oh dear. Rich says, hey, birthday, is it your 25th? 21st. What buying responsibilities? Buying responsibly. I'm guessing buying responsibly is making sure you buy from reputable places, right? Making sure you. It says source plants from there you go. Reputable nurseries and suppliers, and check the plant's origin. Well, I'm just going out and just buying it. Which makes sense. I don't know. I just feel like literally in that one piece of writing, we've got 3 different campaigns even being mentioned. It's a little bit of a blurred line. Anyway, I won't lay into it too much because we've got £10 that we can give away to you guys tomorrow on the show. So I'll be spending at least 3 minutes tomorrow having a little think about the prize and how we can give that away to one of you guys, basically giving you a tenner on the show. So don't so there you go on, stick the link in the chat, let the B-Day boy close the show. Yeah, flipping it. All right, here we go. It's dangerous, isn't it? Okay. 6 more minutes of the show, guys. Six more minutes of the show. Possibly the best ending to the show. I don't know. Let's see what happens. The XX allotment wants to come on and close the show. This is his audition. All right. So earlier on, you might have seen he mentioned if I'm on holiday, he wants to do the show. So this is his actual audition. Are you ready?
Hello. Am I in? Am I live?
You're live, mate. Happy birthday.
Thank you very, very much. As you can see, I've had a riveting evening planned of birthday celebrations. What better way to celebrate?
I feel like I wish I knew it was your birthday, so he could have done a bit more, with a bit of ready for it.
Well, my wife knew it was my birthday, and she's gone to the cinema on her own. Well, not on her own, but with her girl mates. So,
oh mate, that is
tragic, isn't it?
I'll double lock the door tonight.
Anyway, I thought I'd just ring in, since, like you say, it's my birthday. I think you mentioned it. I don't want to make a big deal about it, but
I mentioned it, but you kept mentioning it.
But look, I haven't been in my bonnet around all these days that we have, and what you've just talked about for a minute, it just typifies it. Like, we've got three combined into one, a completely mixed message, and I just feel like that if a couple of people with a couple of brain cells sat down and sorted this stuff out, that could have been a really, really, really good campaign. So I just thought I'd ring on and moan about it, even though, like yourself, I've got some free bulbs, which is great, and I will be planting them, which is great, and I'll share that on social media, which is great. But it just, the first time we're talking about it is Wednesday, and it's people like that are watching this and that are involved in this, and you guys that are running this, and like the Seans and the Richards of this world, that should know about this in advance and be the pioneers to push it forward on social media. And it's just pants, isn't it?
I think, I think it's a shame, because when I first heard about this, the Million Planting, I can't keep even forgetting what it's called, Million Planting Moments. I heard about it last year, right? And I thought, what a brilliant thing, and I thought it'd be, especially after the year we've had, I thought it'd be a bit more about it. Literally, you can plant anything. You're telling people, just go and plant, not any, as long as it's in the right time of year, but plant anything.
Yeah. And like you said, because of the situation we're in, anything that is based around your home, your garden, local, is getting 50% more traction because no one's on holiday. It could have been, and I didn't know until you've just read it out that it's their first year, or an element of it, of the campaign, is their first year. And it could have, the situation that we're in could have been used to their advantage. So yeah, a bit frustrating. I have a bee in my bonnet about all these days. You have steak day and vegan day and God knows what else day, but there's something for every day of the week. But this could have been, I just feel like this could have been really, really beneficial in the situation we're in. So I just thought I'd ring up and have a moan on my birthday. I think
it's your birthday, mate. You do what the hell you want. You know what I mean? Like,
cracking conversation today around water in the garden. And water butts, and I mean that genuinely. That's not just an excuse to say but. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Getting stuck into the nitty gritty. I've got a couple of things to take away from the boys around their irrigation systems, some things to look at, obviously upscaling for large areas, but yeah, no, cracking little podcasty video vloggy thing tonight, so well done.
Nice one, mate. Thanks so much. Do you want to take over this show when I'm away on holiday?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like when Ant or Deck, whichever one it was, had to go into rehab or whatever it was because he'd overdone it a little bit. I feel like that could, and they got Holly Willoughby.
Yeah. You want to be
No,
Holly?
I feel like I could be the Holly Willoughby to your Ant and Dec
I think
sort of vibe, and that's the way I see it. Really,
you got it, mate. You've got it. You got the job.
got it. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, right. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Great to watch it as always, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Cheers.
Dude. Speak to you later.
Yeah, bye.
Wow. There we go, guys. I mean, we have had for the 10th episode on here. What a week! What a 10 days! We're giving so much. It's all ending today. Today's show, with the Essex allotment, Alex spending his birthday. Someone send him some good vibes on the socials. All right, spending his birthday. Lisa says happy birthday. Watching this. I wish I knew it was his birthday. If anyone's got any births, I feel bad now because I feel really bad. I'm going to go away. We've had a good show tonight, but I'm going to go away feeling a little bit bad because had I have known it was Alex's birthday and he'd be watching, we would have had a bigger, but we wouldn't have been talking about, what's it called again? Million Planting Moments. We would have just been talking, we wouldn't have the Butt King on. We would just been, Lisa's joined us a little bit late to know that is. We would just had a Alex celebration birthday show. So if you've got a birthday, email me, lee@skinnyjeangardener.co.uk and we'll celebrate it. Insane. Ian said, did anyone mention it's my birthday today? No. Look, this campaign thing, I know I only gave it like 10, 15 minutes to talk about it, but I do really want to discuss it more. I do want to talk about that sort of thing more. I tell you why I want to talk about it more is because I was part of that campaign to get Kids Garden at the start of the year. I keep bringing it back to my Kids Garden stuff. I get it, but it was a fantastic campaign, which could have done so much more. A bit like a Million Planting Moments. It could have done so much more than give one of you guys a £10 to spend at the garden centre coming tomorrow as we play. I don't know what we're going to play yet. Look, guys, thanks so much. Happy birthday, Alex. Thanks so much to everyone. Jimmy, thanks so much for watching. Sean, Kids Do Gardening, Ian, Richard, Lisa, thanks for joining us. Thanks to everyone. Tomorrow we've got Lisa actually on the show. Which is very exciting. Where we'll be chatting. I'm not sure. We're just going to chat gardening for half hour. Sounds fun. I'm excited about it. So join me tomorrow. Not going to pay you overtime. Join me tomorrow, 8 p.m. till 12. Till 10. Till 12. Crikey. 8 till 10. Right here. If you want to listen to the best of, then hit up the Skinny Jean Gardener podcast in Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you listen to your pods. Go give that a listen. I've got now run from one end of the garden to the other in the rain, so at least no foxes will be here. Facilia. Or Pacilia, if you just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, Anon. I've done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, alright?
Are you going to get composted, Lee?
Yeah, and for any of you stragglers that are hanging about on the stream still, the best things happening right now, which sort of sums up this whole evening. All I can hear outside right now is that water butt filling up. So it's all good vibes here, guys. See you tomorrow at 8.